Mars 2020 predictions. We got a lot going on this month. I really see the energy being a lot more relaxed, especially because we're in a storyline, the North Node axis, which has been in Cancer and Capricorn since 2018, is rounding up. That's right, we're getting an ending to whatever area that's affecting your chart. With Cancer and Capricorn, it's been a big deal, and we're going to end that energy on the 4th or 5th of July, depending on what part of the world you're in, with the lunar eclipse in Capricorn. That's on the 1st of July. We also have Aries moving into Mars moving into Aries, the sign of Aries, on the 27th, and it's going to be there for a whopping 6 months. So Mars is going to be doing a lot in your chart as well. We also have a new moon in the sign of Cancer, which signifies a blue moon, because this will be the second new moon that we'll be having this year, which is pretty rare. And yeah, let's just get into it. We have a lot of new energy coming in the sign of Cancer, as well as Mercury coming out of retrograde and Venus now being direct. Let's get into it. Hey Aries, so let's just jump right in. Starting on the 1st of July, we have Saturn going back into retrograde into the sign of Capricorn. So it'll be leaving your 11th house of groups and wishes and organizations, things like that, and going now into your 10th house. It's a very public house. You've been having this Cancer Capricorn eclipse going on the axis of your 4th and 10th house. So it's been just really highlighting family, roots, where you come from, your emotional ties, your inner self, your real self, right? Like close personal family ties has been a big deal, and versus your public image, your public perception, how people view you in the outside world. This could even be boiled down to your physical body, because the 10th house does represent that as well to a certain extent. It represents how you look. So you could have been either spending more time with family and maybe tending to kids and less time on your career and on your physical persona, and or you could have just been getting deeper into your roots, going on Ancestry.com and realizing like Beyonce is your cousin. This could really play out in a lot of different ways. There's also, on the 5th of July, we have a lunar eclipse and a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. This is going to be like basically 3 full moons in one. It's going to be very powerful, and it is going to mark an ending in your 10th house of career and public perception and appearances, award, recognition, you know, all that stuff. I just really see you probably having spent a lot of time trying to establish your personal identity versus how much time you want to spend at home, or not really feeling like you yourself are getting that recognition that you want in the real world. And now maybe you're getting a raise, or you're leaving a job to spend more time at home with family, but there's definitely going to be like a standoff. And basically, you've already been kind of slowly going towards whatever it is that you're building up towards through that 4th and 10th house axis. It'll be reaching its culmination on the 5th of July, 4th, 5th of July. Even this could have been a lot of emotional upheavals, even problems with authority figures, mother figures, father figures, older siblings, just bosses, like I said, just anybody of authority for you that could have been an issue, or you trying to establish your own authority. You are an Aries, you guys are an entrepreneurial sign, so maybe you could have just been more so like, dang, I'm not really happy just being, I don't know, wife and mother, and you want more mental stimulation, you want more recognition out in the world, and now you're kind of over the emotional stuff that you could have been going through at home. You could have been emotionally drained from things going on at home, or like with the family. Mercury turns direct on the 12th of July. It had been retrograde since the 18th of June. So again, going back to that 4th house, there's more mental clarity. You're able to think clear, and not so much from an emotional place or a place of confusion or not knowing where you want to move forward. There could have also been a lot of things going on from the past, as the 4th house does represent, like I said, your roots. And Mercury retrograde does bring up internal vibes and energy from the past. There could have just been like a lot, like I said before, I'm just getting a lot of emotional stuff going on with the family, or you realizing like some family secrets, or just communicating with family about problems that could have just resolving some family issues as well. And maybe that is why you're able to now focus more on your 10th house and your own place in the world. On July 20th, we have a new moon in Cancer at 28 degrees. So we'll be then going into Leo season. Okay, so that new moon is going to be, it'll be hitting, depending on what time what degree you have, what degree Aries rising you are. It could be in your 4th, 5th house. But mostly if you're in Aries rising, this new moon will be hitting your 5th house. And it'll be in the sign, the sun in Leo will also be in your 5th house. So a lot more time with kids, a lot more time spent doing recreational activities, just having fun. I could even see you throwing events or parties, going to concerts. Just 5th house also represents flings and romance. You could have just, like I said, just spent a lot of time at home, and now you're really ready to get back out there and just spend more time. Maybe that's why you wanted to work on your public persona. You want to get out there and get back into the dating world. You could have been going through a divorce or a breakup period, and now you're like, you want to establish relationships that are more fun and flirty. Okay, so let's talk about Mars and Aries, because you are ruled by Mars. You're in Aries and it's going to be in your sign, which means Mars is going to be transiting your 1st house for, like I said, a whopping 6 months. It's going to move into the sign of Aries on the 27th of June, and it's going to be there revving up your drive, your physical. You could even really want to get into your fitness. I really see Aries. Here goes another vibe I'm getting of you want to work on your appearance, like your public persona and how you're perceived, and kind of being over the emo stuff and the personal stuff and kind of being out of the spotlight. With all this 5th house energy, this 10th house energy, and Mars hitting your 1st house, I'm going to feel like you want to get your body in shape. You want to get back in the gym, or you just want to work on your career and your own business. You might want to separate yourself from a company. You could have been bumping heads with the boss at work, and now it's time that you want to take your own voice into your own hands and be the driver of your own. You want to lead, basically. So this is a monumental time, Aries. I really kind of see this as an opportunity to really get on your fitness stuff, because your 1st house does rule the physical body, as well, like I said, of like public perception, how people view you. So with Mars being there, you're going to have a lot more energy, a lot more drive. And with it going retrograde, you're going to have time to go back over things in the past that you might not have been able to fully grasp. So if you have trouble with the diet, trouble with the workout routine, trouble with getting your public appearance and your persona across, trouble with starting up a business, this will be the time with all this new moon energy to do that, Aries. And yeah, I think that's all for you for July. It should be a fun month and really positive and exciting, and yeah, just stay tuned. Good luck.